मेरा आवाज़ जा रहा है? ठीक है, बढ़िया है सब कुछ। आ, मैं यहाँ देखना चाहूँगा क्या चल रहा है। ओके, 7 मिनट पहले आ चुके हैं हम लोग यहाँ पर। जब तक मैं सेटअप कर लेता हूँ। यहाँ पे एक पोस्ट क्रिएट कर लेता हूँ। गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट 4.2 स्पेशल प्रोग्राम लाइव रिएक्शन हिंदी। ज्वाइन नाउ। और क्या चल रहा है? वहाँ से लिंक ला के यहाँ डालता हूँ। माई यूट्यूब। ठीक है, स्विच करता हूँ 372 वाले पे। क्या हो रहा है भाई? एक काम करता हूँ, यहाँ चेक करता हूँ स्टूडियो में। इसका लिंक शेयर करना पड़ेगा मुझे। इसको मैं एडिट नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ। ये पिछले वाले में भी मैं गया था स्ट्रीम करने, यही प्रॉब्लम आया था। व्यू योर चैनल। लाइव पे चलो। लाइव पे जाने के बाद ये लाइव दिख क्यों नहीं रहा? एम आई लाइव? यहाँ तो लाइव दिखा रहा है बट दिख क्यों नहीं रहा? ठीक है, यहाँ पे सब दिख रहा है प्रॉपर। एक बार रिफ्रेश करके देखता हूँ। आजा। अबे ये तो आ ही नहीं रहा। क्या चल रहा है? यहाँ सब कुछ प्रॉपर दिखा रहा है। सुतार। नहीं, इसमें नहीं दिखाएगा। अच्छा, यहाँ नहीं दिखाएगा। यूट्यूब स्टूडियो में देखता हूँ। कंटेंट में जाके लाइव में गया। ये दिखा रहा है। इसका डिटेल्स को जो है कस्टमाइज का है। ये वाला लिंक को मुझे खुद को सेंड करना है। कहाँ हूँ मैं? कहाँ हूँ मैं? ये रहा मैं। कंट्रोल वी। एंटर। अभी इसको जो है ना डिफ़ॉल्ट एप्स, ओपनिंग लिंक्स। ओपनिंग लिंक्स में जो है ना, इसको रिस्ट्रिक्ट करना पड़ेगा यूट्यूब को। ओके, अब देखो यहाँ खोल रहा है, ठीक है। अब जो है मुझे यहाँ पे जाना है। यूट्यूब स्टूडियो में जाना है और कंटेंट में चलो, लाइव पे चलो और इस अनलिस्टेड को मुझे ठीक करना है, ठीक है। अपलोड थंबनेल करके पब्लिक करो। थंबनेल क्यों नहीं जा रहा है भाई? एक मिनट, इसको मैं ऐसा भी कर सकता हूँ ना, यहाँ पर थंबनेल पेस्ट कर देता, ये वाला।
Though it appears that you've managed to win over part of the crowd, some of your testimony doesn't add up. You can be rest assured that I, Farina, the god of justice, will get to the bottom of this matter. No detail shall escape me. Yes, that sounds perfect. A god must be firm. A god must not allow any detail to slip through the cracks. My dear citizens, just as the will of a god remains opaque to the understanding of mere mortals, so too is truth unmoved by even the strongest of wills. I will now speak to the defendant. If you honor the values of truth, justice, and divinity, then you are compelled to provide an accurate account of your actions. Hey, that's not bad. Now what's next? It's so hard to predict how people are going to react. What should I say during the trial tomorrow?
Lady Farina, what are you doing?
Oh, Nervillette! As the god of justice, it is only expected that I should remain informed of every trial and make the necessary preparations. Is there something that you needed? If you wish to seek an audience with me, then please make an appointment with Sir Intendant Chevalmeron in advance.
Okay.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, the Hydro are come to be punished via the death sentence.
You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful?
What's done is done. Just trust in me, your Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. The show begins! Ah. Shower me with praise! Let my name
स्कारलेट का गेम प्ले दिखाएगा।
Say cheese! Breaking news!
I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
The prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesized will be fulfilled. I, Marina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning
Do
of
not resist.
justice!
This judgment is fair and just. What is the meaning you would call
You have
this?
never been as
Justice?
superficial as you have presented yourself
Your
to be.
justice is
No
flawed,
more excuses.
and why should we acknowledge it?
Fusalo, why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
The trial of the Hydro Archon,
Seem to remember
the Lord, will now
This
begin.
trial is... I now understand the true purpose behind this position. You are a devious one, Fusalo.
Oh, Dr.
Everyone's... Papa, what should I do?
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Oh, कोई नया बॉस आ रहा है, I think.
I suppose this would also be the
Archon
justice that
Quest भी
belongs
इसी में
to
end
you.
होएगा ये वाले
All
update में
will
4.2 में.
eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial. Farewell, Nervalet. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played
इसमें
these
प्रीमो जेम्स का
500
कोड भी आने
years.
वाला तो वो मैं डिस्कॉर्ड में डाल दूंगा। डिस्कॉर्ड का लिंक बाद में मेंशन कर देता हूँ इसमें चैनल पे, इसके डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाल दूंगा डिस्कॉर्ड का लिंक, और वहाँ डिस्कॉर्ड के अंदर रिडेम्पशन कोड। वैसे यहाँ पे एक पहला रिडेम्पशन कोड आ चुका है और इसका मैं एक प्रिंट स्क्रीन निकाल लेता हूँ ताकि मुझे बाद में आसान रहे इसको शेयर करने के लिए, मुझे अपना ही स्ट्रीम वापस ना देखना पड़ जाए। पहला कोड यहाँ पर आ चुका है और ट्रेलर यहाँ पर ख़त्म भी हो चुका है। Redemption are limited, so act fast. Only one redemption allowed per account. ओके समझ गया। 100 प्रीमो जेम्स 100 मिथिक और 10 मिथिक ऑर्ड्स मिलेगा, तो बढ़िया है यार। अभी तो बहुत सारा अपडेट बताने वाले हैं इन लोग, देखते हैं क्या क्या अपडेट आया।
Hey travelers! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.2 special program. Woo! Yay! I'm Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of the female traveler Lumine, and I'm joined today by two guests to bring you the latest news for the upcoming version. Okay, why don't you introduce yourselves?
All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll start. Hey everyone, I'm Amberly Connors, the voice of Farina, and I am super excited to be on this special program today. Travelers already met the Hydro Archon at the start of their journey in Fontaine. And as the story continues, how will this special god avert the crisis foretold in the prophecy? Yeah, I hope everyone's excited to see what happens next.
I mean, I sure am. I'm at the edge of my seat. My name is Ray Chase, and I'm the voice of Neuvillette, the Dragon Sovereign of Water and Eudex of Fontaine. I'm sure many of you already consider Neuvillette a very trustworthy partner, and I hope you look forward to seeing more of him in version 4.2.
Yes, for sure. Totally.
Yep.
Okay, so next, let's dive into the major content that we have coming in version 4.2. In the intro, Farina said we need to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran. So, you know, she's really busy as Fontaine's Archon, and she's a pretty big celebrity at the Opera House. So, the special program team gave me an itinerary to follow, and it appears to show all of Farina's recent plans.
Farina's recent plans, let me guess, she's going to be going to trial, and then another trial, and then another.
Actually, that sounds about right.
Okay, the itinerary seems pretty packed, so let's take a look at the first item.
ठीक है।
Oh, looks like Ray called it.
Wow. Yeah.
There is nothing more important to Farina than attending trials at the Opera House.
But this trial is a little different from the usual.
Ooh, interesting.
I know. I keep looking at the water rushing
I
in. I'm like,
know.
what's happening?
Yes, and it looks like there's some spotlights and like it's like a curtain.
Seems like, maybe also Nouvellette is keeping an eye on things from
Yeah.
behind the scenes, maybe?
Very serious.
He's always keeping an eye on stuff and always just a little bit disappointed.
fair.
Okay, in version 4.2, travelers will get to experience Act 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest, Masquerade of the Guilty. We'll team up with Fontainian friends to delve deeper into the hurricane of events and face the impending destruction foretold by the prophecy. Travelers will gradually unveil new facts behind this crisis and encounter an evil that has been lurking in the swirling depths.
Ooh.
I know.
Ooh, swirling depths. Very spoopy. Right. So, the prophecy in Fontaine is on the brink of coming true. And this is possibly the greatest crisis we've faced in our journey through Teyvat.
Definitely. In version 4.1, we learned about this precarious situation involving the rising primordial seawater. Neuvillette barely arrived in time to hold back the seawater from engulfing the fortress of Meripede, but still, the water has reached Poisson.
Luckily, the crisis was averted by Navia's leadership of the Spina de Rosula. Though, we probably can't dismiss the assistance provided by the Knave either. Whatever her end goal may be, it seems like she sincerely wants to save Fontaine from the prophecy. But there's only so much that we can say. Travelers will have to go and play through the version themselves to discover the clues, adventures, and stories to come.
Yes, exactly. So be sure to play through, uncover hidden truths, and witness this epic chapter of Fontaine's history for yourself when Act 5 of the Archon quest becomes available.
Sounds good.
So exciting!
Right?
Hey, question. Have we forgotten a pretty important character who's been missing from the Fortress of Meripede?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you mean Child?
Yeah. Where's Child?
We searched all over the fortress for him.
Yep. I guess we'll just have to live with the suspense for a little longer. Not ideal, but it's fine.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But we saw Child appear at the end of the last version's Archon quest, so it probably won't be long until we see him again.
Okay, good.
Okay.
But we really need to talk about Farina.
What?
She's confronted
Why?
with a because she's confronted with a crisis that's tough for even one of the great elemental dragons. Of course, Fontaine will have the travelers help, but what choices will our Hydro Archon make in the face of the crisis?
Well, just like the prophecy itself, all will be revealed at the fated time. But knowing Farina, perhaps she'll have made some preparations.
Once again, disappointed.
Oh,
yeah.
No way.
Come on, guys, have some faith.
Okay, to bolster everyone's confidence in Farina, let's learn a little more about this one-of-a-kind Archon.
Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping? You must be stunned and at a loss for words. Understandable. It is I, after all, Fontaine's most beloved star, Farina. I'm on a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me.
Oh my gosh, I love her outfit.
Yes. Oh, and her eyes, like each of them are different. She's got these little eyelashes and her hat.
Oh,
You know,
it's amazing.
you'd expect for a Hydro Archon that she'd have the best drip.
Oh.
Yes. Ooh.
Okay, you know what? It seems as if she's always dressed like she's about to attend a performance. You know what I mean?
Yes. That's Fontaine's biggest celebrity for you. And speaking of drip, let's take a look at her combat abilities.
Yay!
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
यहाँ पे बता रहा है
Let the world come alive!
ये अल्टीमेट है छोटा मोटा
Whoa, that is
दिखाया
so cool.
Oh my gosh.
ठीक ही
Oh
है,
my gosh.
बढ़िया दिख रहा
I
है
like the way she kind of like bows.
थोड़ा सा
Very
soft
dramatic.
कर
Yes.
Very much. It's like all of her moves are part of a performance.
Yes.
Totally. Also, look at her elemental burst. Her presence really fills the stage. Everyone else is just an extra.
Mhm.
Wait, so the creatures that Farina summons, they look a lot like the Fontimer aberrants that we've encountered before. There's a seahorse, a crab, an octopus, and they are all so cute.
Yep.
Oh, I love them.
Mhm, me too.
Oh my gosh,
यहाँ
no,
पर
the
भी दिख रहा
octopus
है
is even wearing a hat! What a
ये ability है
distinguished little gentleman!
Correction
सब
here,
creatures
Sarah.
हैं।
They're a bit different from Fontimer aberrants. I
Okay.
would know. To my knowledge, these creatures are Farina's, quote, honored guests. They even help manage her daily affairs.
Yes, exactly. So, Farina often invites guests to her tea party, which is known as the Salon Solitaire. And those creatures are actually special guests of the Salon Solitaire.
Aww.
Mm-hmm. And she even gave each member a name.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So you've got the maid, Mademoiselle Craboletta. They're the best.
The crab, the one that's a crab, I assume.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. And then you've got the housekeeper, Sir Intendant Cheval Moran.
Ah, there he is.
And the conferencier, Gentilhomme Usher.
Oh.
And that last one is a stickler for propriety.
Oh, okay. So when Farina said to make an appointment with Sir Intendant Cheval Moran, this is who she was referring to?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I didn't know it was so cute.
Exactly. Farina even makes him spew bubbles in her idol animation.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay, I'm sure everyone is just itching to know more about the skills shown in that clip. So, Amber, why don't you take it away? Tell us everything.
Yes, you got it.
Yay!
So,
इसके बारे में
Farina
बताओ।
is a Hydro Sword user.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment in combat. When in this state, her elemental skill invites the three members of the Salon Solitaire, Mademoiselle Craboletta, Sir Intendant Cheval Moran, and Gentilhomme Usher to the stage.
I love it.
It's so cute. And, these salon members will attack nearby opponents, prioritizing the target of the active character.
Ooh.
Their damage increases the more characters there are in the party over a certain HP amount.
Okay, I was listening
HP
to all that, but at the very top, you said that she usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment. So she has more than one alignment?
Yes, exactly. Farina's charged attack not only deals physical damage, but also allows her to switch between Usia and Numa Arca alignments.
Whoa.
Wow.
Mhm.
Based on what we just saw, it seems like her Arca alignment has an effect on her other skills as well.
Yes, sure does. Farina's elemental
dealer
skill
तो नहीं हो
changes
सकता, एक
depending on
support
whether she
type
is
से
aligned
खेल
with
सकते हैं
Usia
इसे।
or Numa. That's cool. It's super cool. After
DPS
Farina
के
uses her
तौर पे
charged
खेल
attack to switch to a Numa Arca alignment, her elemental
Vaporize
skill
भी इसमें
summons
मिल
the
जाएगा।
Singer of Many Waters to provide healing to nearby party members.
Oh, nice.
Yes. The summons created by Farina's elemental skill will remain on the field for a period of time even after Farina is switched out. Farina's elemental burst deals damage to surrounding opponents. And when the party member's HP increases or decreases, Farina will accumulate fanfare points. That's my trumpet.
Amazing.
Farina increases the damage and the incoming healing bonus of nearby party members based on the amount of fanfare she has.
Wow, it seems like this fighting style really suits Farina's character. It's very showy and unpredictable.
Totally. I can already see the fluctuations in my team's HP bar. That healing skill might come in handy.
Yeah, for real. And due to her knowledge of deepwater aberrants, Farina's passive talent can decrease the cooldown on abilities gained from the xenochromatic Fontimer aberrants.
Ooh.
Wow, you can say that again.
Yeah, and that'll make it even easier to uncover the secrets lurking in the depths.
Always the secrets lurking in the depths.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Whenever one of Farina's summons is on the field, Farina gains the ability to walk on water. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Yes.
Hey, I actually saw that Farina's outfit changes whenever she switches between arc elements.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good eye. You're correct.
Thank you.
It does change. But, you know, such is the charm of a celebrity, I suppose. Yes, so if you want to learn more about Farina, then be sure to accompany her on her story quest, the Animula Kuraji chapter.
Ah, amazing. Okay, so next up, we have another old friend to introduce. She's now able to join the traveler's party with her trusty companion, Monsieur Verite. That's right. It's Charlotte! Yay!
Oh, adorable.
So cute. We've known Charlotte for a while now. The traveler met her during the Summoner Summit event, which took them on an adventure all over Teyvat.
Yes, that's right. Charlotte's hard-hitting spirit and determination to uncover the truth really leave an impression, don't they?
Yeah.
That's right. During our journey in Fontaine, didn't she treat the traveler to a magnificent meal in order to get a scoop about Wriothesley? Though she didn't end up getting the interview that she wanted in the end, huh? But I don't think that will deter her. She'll always be in search of the truth. The world is her treasure chest, and only her camera can determine its contents and the truths they contain. Speaking of her camera, Monsieur Verite just so happens to be her greatest assistant and companion. They're friends. Charlotte's talent for photography is truly a marvel. No matter the subject or setting, her photos somehow always capture an unparalleled sense of artistry. The peerless Monsieur Verite turns her photos into eye-catching mementos. In fact, many Fontanians even cut the prints out of the newspaper and keep them as clippings.
Oh, that's so cool. And Monsieur Verite is so cute, even has its own little hat and tie.
I know! Charlotte actually commissioned both of those items from Chiori. She even commissioned Monsieur Verite's accessories in several different styles to match different interview settings. Isn't that cute?
Wow, that is pretty thoughtful. I suppose that just shows how much Charlotte cherishes her own Monsieur Verite.
Yes, it really does. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Charlotte's character showcase, shall we?
Ooh, let's do it.
If you keep your eyes peeled and your mind engaged, you'll find there's always a new story nearby just waiting to be discovered. Say cheese! Breaking news!
Whoa.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
really like moving around.
Yes! Honestly,
AU
it's
damage
just
के
what
लिए
you'd
सही
expect
रहेगा,
of a
हाइड्रो के
reporter for
साथ
the
use करोगे,
Steambird.
मस्त रहेगा।
Even her combat
First
skills
का
involve
character
taking
होने के
photos.
बावजूद
Isn't that
भी
cool?
अच्छा
Yeah, and
Makes
then, like,
sense.
what a lively
yes.
character. Her combat moves, like I was saying, she's moving around. They're super dynamic. It seems like
Yes.
she's always on the move.
Who's on the march? Exactly. Charlotte is an expert at applying the skills and talents that she's developed as a reporter to other areas of her life, and that includes
इसको
combat.
weaponize में भी
With her
use कर
trusty
सकते हैं।
companion, Monsieur Verite, she captures enemies from all angles,
जैसे
unleashing
बुकाओ के साथ
attacks
build
while
करें,
discovering and exposing
आएगा
their
damage।
weaknesses.
Yes.
Honestly, I would expect nothing less
Okay,
from one
yeah,
of
जो-
Fontaine's most famous reporters.
क्रायो अप्लाई करते
Who
हो,
knew
कुछ time
cameras
तक
could
रुक
do that,
जाता
though?
है।
I didn't know you could use them as a weapon. The
Same.
more you know, I guess.
Okay, here's some cool stuff. Charlotte's elemental skill applies snappy silhouette to opponents caught within the viewfinder of her camera. During this effect's duration, marked opponents will intermittently take damage.
Wow.
Holding Charlotte's elemental skill strengthens these effects and applies focused impression to opponents instead. Now her elemental burst
Freeze
creates a
skill में भी use
news
कर सकते
flash
हैं, इसको
field
बहुत
that
solid build
continuously
जाएगा।
restores HP to party members within its range. Monsieur
आयता के
Verite,
साथ भी build
he's
कर
also going to join in and intermittently attack opponents during the duration of the ability. As an experienced reporter, Charlotte is an expert at adapting her methods to match the needs of her target. When paired with Fontaine characters, Charlotte receives a healing bonus. When paired with non-Fontaine characters, she receives a cryo damage bonus. Now, that is not all. There is more. During the 4.2 special event, travelers can complete a quest to receive a special gadget called the Zoom Lens. When Charlotte activates the Zoom Lens, it will trigger her passive talent called first-person shutter.
Oh my gosh, that's
When you
amazing.
hold her elemental skill, the gadget will cause you to enter photo mode instead.
That is so cool.
Yep.
That is super rad, and you know, I have a feeling some super cool pictures are gonna come out of that.
Oh yeah.
We are going to provide more information about the zoom lens and how to use it during the event overview portion.
So, Farina and Charlotte will both be featured in version 4.2 event wishes.
Ooh!
In the first half of version 4.2, we'll have event wishes showcasing Farina and Baiju. During this
दूसरे में
time,
rerun
Charlotte
होगा
will
मेरे
also
अंदाज से।
receive a huge
कोई
drop
fast
rate
attack का rerun
boost.
आएगा दूसरे half
Huge
में,
boost.
second half में।
Huge boost. A new 5-star sword, Splendor of Tranquil Waters, will be featured in the weapon event banner.
Signature weapon है।
Huge sword.
And in the second half of version 4.2, we'll have reruns for Sino and Ayato.
Okay,
Say
let's
it.
take a look at what other
बढ़िया
information
लग
we can learn from Farina's itinerary. It looks like she's investigating
अभी
something.
Sino जो है,
Ooh. Oh, there's even a
work कर
report
सकता है
attached.
फुरीना के
Tell us
साथ
what it
अगर
says.
Sino को अगर
Okay, I
use
will.
किया जाए,
It
फुरीना
says,
के साथ।
strange rumblings have been heard in the depths
New
of
boss.
Fontaine's waters.
बोला था ना
Dun,
कोई
dun,
new boss आने वाला है। ये
Oh,
weekly होने वाला
it's
है
here
बस।
already?
Oh.
Look at that!
थोड़ा बहुत
Well,
gameplay दिखा
well,
रहा है
well. It looks like it's in a sea of pink and blue stars. That's so pretty.
Oh, I remember this well. I recognize this well.
Wait, yeah. Isn't this the whale that the traveler saw in Child's vision at the end of the version 4.1 Archon quest?
Yep, it's the same
हाँ,
one.
lead है।
After ravaging its
थोड़ा
way
लड़ते
through the
हुए भी दिखा
primordial
देता भाई,
sea,
और
this
बढ़िया दिखता।
otherworldly creature has at long last broken the seal
देखो,
and
देखो।
descended upon Fontaine.
What a design।
Ooh, it's real big. It feels like it might even burst
पूरा
straight
का
through
पूरा
the
एक whale ही
screen.
बना दिया
Oh,
जैसे
I hope
child
not.
वाले boss में होता है ना
I
एक
get
whale
this
बड़ा सा
feeling
whale
that
निकलता है
this isn't the type of
child
opponent
boss
that we
से
can
लड़ने
just
से
brute force
वैसा
our
ही
way
सेम
through,
यहाँ
you
पे भी
know?
बना दिया
Exactly. In
अच्छा
the
लग रहा
first
है
phase, it will use
लेकिन
its
उससे ज्यादा
gigantic
बड़ा है
size to
बहुत
target the
बहुत ज्यादा
traveler with
बड़ा है
massive AoE attacks
और
from
इसका
all
स्टाइल भी
directions.
अलग होएगा
Dodging is
इसको मारने
definitely your friend with this one.
Oh boy.
Moment तो नहीं
Okay,
होगा
okay,
but
okay.
इसमें
So
कुछ
there
कुछ
also
तो
seems to be sort of a
dodging का
progress
पंगा
bar
रहेगा बहुत
next to
ज्यादा
the boss's HP bar.
अगर ये
What's
हाइड्रो
that for?
रहेगा तो
Okay,
इसके लिए हमें
Since
वो
we can't
वेपराइज
outfight
यूज
it,
करना
we'll
पड़ेगा
have
कोई
to outsmart it instead. The creature just freed itself from captivity and is brimming
कोई
with
पायरो
anger.
कैरेक्टर लेके आए तो
So
इजी
if you
रहेगा
can find
हमारे
a way
लिए
to
यहाँ पर
capitalize on that anger, perhaps you'll also find its weaknesses.
सिंगल टारगेट है तो फिर
Oh,
यहाँ पर
okay.
वो तो भी
Wait,
बिल्ड कर
is
सकते हो सही
somebody
रहेगा
being eaten? Is it
ओह
is it even possible to survive
ओह
something like that?
I guess
ट्रांसफॉर्म हो
here it
गया
is.
देखा
Ooh.
This is an
Transform हो गया
entirely different space, it looks like. And there's a new enemy here with a massive sword.
सही है
Oh,
फुरीना
these
यूज कर
summoned
रहा है
creatures
यहाँ
also look vaguely
पे बेजो
familiar to me.
I
and
wonder what the
Sino
deal is with all of this.
नाइदा भी है
Perhaps
यहाँ पर
defeating this mysterious enemy within this space will be the key to
साइनो
defeating the
नहीं
whale.
है वो
Travelers will need to experiment for
इलेक्ट्रो डैमेज
themselves.
जो उसका
Ooh,
एनिमी का है
yeah. All
सही है
truths will be revealed in version 4.2.
ओह नया टेक्निक
Well
लगाना पड़ा
said.
इनको मारने के
Oh
लिए
man, this boss looks really tough. What happens if we, for some reason, can't defeat
नाइदा है
it?
तो कोई
Ooh,
दिक्कत
okay.
नहीं है
This
फॉल्सोल और
update
नाइदा
actually helps with that problem.
सॉलिड चीज है
Starting from 4.2, an option will appear on the challenge failed screen to lower the
सही है
difficulty of the boss if travelers are struggling to defeat them during a main quest. Hopefully,
ओह
this provides a smoother gaming
सही है
experience for travelers to
सही है
enjoy.
Oh,
लेकिन लोअर
I
डिफिकल्टी
love that. Now we
मेन
don't need to
क्वेस्ट
worry
को
about
छोड़ के
getting
और
stuck
बॉस
while
के लिए
trying to
रहेगा
advance the main
तो भी
story.
सही रहेगा क्योंकि मैं भी
Totally.
नहीं मार पाता हूँ यार मुझे
Hey,
भी जो है
that
मैच
was a
अप
lot of
करना पड़ता है
information, wasn't
अदर
it?
प्लेयर्स
Can
के
we
साथ
take a short little break while we have a look at the second redemption code, maybe?
Yeah!
Ooh, yeah.
Let's do it!
एक और रिडेम्पशन कोड आने वाला मैं सब रिडेम्पशन कोड को डिस्कॉर्ड में डाल दूंगा तो जिसको भी रिडेम करना है वहां से कर सकते हो अभी फिलहाल में मैं इसको जो है प्रिंट कर लेता हूँ डिस्कॉर्ड में डालने के लिए और जिसको भी चाहिए वो डिस्कॉर्ड से ले सकते हैं या अभी जो देख रहे हो वो यहाँ से ले सकते हो 100 प्रीमो जेम्स मिल जाएंगे और 5 एक्सपी बुक मिलेगी मिडिल वाली नहीं है थर्ड लेवल वाली है एक्सपी बुक तो वो भी ले सकते हो ये वन टाइम रिडेम्पशन के लिए ही होता है, एक अकाउंट पे एक ही बार रिडेम्पशन होगा। ये कोड तुमको यहाँ दिखने को मिल जाएगा, NTQP 2KPEJMUH ऐसा करके है। इसको अकाउंट वाले सेक्शन में जाओगे, रिसोर्स वाले में जाओगे जब, वहाँ पर एक देगा रिडेम्पशन का ऑप्शन, वहाँ जाकर रिडीम कर सकते हो। रिडीम करो, मजे करो।
Hello, travelers! Welcome back to the version 4.2 special program.
Hello!
Hello, hello!
Yay! So, we've introduced new characters, new plot lines, and a new boss. But I hope you're still eager for new content, travelers, because there's still more to come. Let's take a look at what other information we can learn from Farina's itinerary.
बताओ।
Okay, aside from investigating crises, it seems like our Hydro Archon also goes on occasional excursions throughout Fontaine. Who knew she did all this work behind the scenes?
I certainly didn't.
Well, you know, maybe she's just using it as an excuse to scout out a place for one of her tea parties.
Oh.
Farina and excuses.
ये तो 4.0 में ही दिखता था पास से। वो
Hey,
एरिया
it
अभी
seems
तक
like the
अनलॉक नहीं
places
था,
Farina has
लेकिन
chosen to
ये
visit this
टावर अभी
time
फिलहाल में
feature some
अनलॉक किया गया
peculiar
4.2 में। तो
landscapes.
4.2 का जब भी
Oh,
अपडेट आएगा
yeah. It looks
तो ये
like
सारा
Farina is
एरिया
in
खुल
Aranea's
जाएगा।
forest on the
बस
east
सॉलिड
side of
दिख रहा है लेकिन
Fontaine.
Hmm.
And
ये
that's
पेड़
right behind the opera
ये
house.
पेड़ भी बहुत सॉलिड दिख रहा है।
What a cool place!
ओहो,
Although, it
स्वैम्प
does
एरिया।
kind of look like it could be hiding some secrets.
Definitely wouldn't be a video game if there weren't secrets.
Oh,
Things
yeah.
are definitely not what they seem here. For example, strange things have been happening with the water veins around Loch Urania. As you can see, a strong windstorm has gathered around the vortex rising from the middle of the lake. It's almost like it's preventing certain things from getting closer and forcibly pushing other things away.
ठीक है।
And take a look at this, the foggy forest path.
That fog is really thick.
Yeah.
That's why they call it the foggy forest path. And what about this area? The weeping willow of the lake.
Ooh, it looks
swamp area
all
लग रहा है।
withered and
And
spooky.
the water doesn't look quite
इसमें वर्ल्ड
right.
क्वेस्ट
Like
ऐड
it's
किया जाएगा।
cloudy or something. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Exactly. It seems like Verena also realized something was off. It looks like she headed underwater to investigate.
वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट
What did she
वाला ऐड
find?
किया जाएगा। वर्ल्ड
A
क्वेस्ट करना
number of
बहुत
contaminated
मुश्किल होता है,
bacterial
उसमें कोई
mats.
इंस्ट्रक्शन ज़्यादा रहता नहीं है।
Speaking of,
अपना
there are
दिमाग लगाना
always
पड़ता
new
है।
things to discover beneath Fontaine's waters. In this update, we'll encounter a new type of Fontamer aberrant, the xenochromatic ball octopus. Travelers can borrow its abilities to cleanse away the contamination clots and contamination cores from the
नया
bacterial
fighting
mats.
style
Pretty
underwater
cool.
दिया।
In addition,
सही है।
with the help of a special device, travelers will be able to use this
करने के लिए
creature's
दिया।
abilities on the surface as well.
Okay.
They may be the key to solving certain puzzles or perhaps even powering certain objects.
Okay.
But we'll leave that for you to discover.
एक्सप्लोरेशन के लिए बता रहा कैसे
To learn more
explore
about
कर
the
सकते
story
हैं।
behind the new Araneas Forest region,
ये
be sure
जगह
to check
explore
out the
करने में
version
ज़्यादा मजा आएगा।
4.2 world quest called
Solid लग
The
रहा है।
Wild Fairy of Araneas. I'll give you a hint. Melazines are involved.
What? Melazines? Really?
Melazines.
Oh, then it would certainly be a world quest that you won't want to
ये
skip.
टावर के बारे में अभी तक नहीं
To the
बताया।
south of Araneas Forest, you'll find the Mort region.
ये
There,
4.0 में
a
ही दिख रहा था
singular
पास
tower
से।
stands tall above an island in the middle of the sea.
ये
Perhaps
वाला
it's
देखना
also
है।
guarding some unspeakable secrets.
Ooh. Actually, it looks like that's the very next stop on Farina's itinerary. So let's go check it out. Okay, I bet a bunch of travelers noticed this tower since they've arrived in Fontaine. I'm so excited that we finally get to check it out.
Yes, same. Yeah, in version
पास वाले क्लिप से
4.2,
दिखता था
the
लेकिन उधर जा
sealed
नहीं
ruin
सकते थे और ये
tower is
ब्लॉक
the
था
focus
फिलहाल।
of a quest series called Search in the Algae Sea.
Ooh.
I know. And after unlocking 4 seals along its perimeter, the tower and its long buried secrets will be unveiled to us.
Oh, amazing! Okay, it would feel great to finally demystify all the secrets churning under the seemingly calm waters.
Yes, I want answers. I also we all want answers. I also heard this quest has something to do with the primordial sea. It seems like there's a very important and very ancient story behind it all.
That is very right. New stories are always unfolding in Fontaine, whether above water or below. And this is not limited to the 2 new regions in this update. The prophesied earthquake woke up new life forms in other
ओहो,
places where
एक और
destinies
नया बॉस
intersect.
इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया।
Oh,
सही है।
destinies!
Destinies!
वीकली होने
In
वाला है कि
certain
नहीं पता
underwater
नहीं।
cave, new
मुझे तो
life
बस
form
प्रीमो
is
जेम्स
waking up.
मिल
It
जाए
has greater
और
and more diverse powers of
अच्छे
transformation
से
while in
खेलने के लिए
combat.
जो है
So
हमारा ना वो
don't let your guard down,
रेजिन है ना
travelers.
रेजिन लिमिट
Yes.
बढ़ा दिया जाए
And
रेजिन
some places
लिमिट
still
बढ़ा
seem
देंगे
to
तो
tell the
इजी
stories
रहेगा
of
हमारे
events
लिए
long past, no matter
या
how long
एटलीस्ट
they've been
ज़्यादा
abandoned.
कंडेंसेशन
So,
को
in this
स्टोर करने
update,
के लिए दे
travelers
दिया
can
जाए
also look
तो वो
forward to
भी
the
अच्छा रहेगा
climax
हमारे
of the
लिए
Narcissan Croix adventure quest line that was introduced over the last 2
क्योंकि
versions.
5 कंडेंसेशन
And
को
there
ये
might
करना
even be an
स्टोर
unexpected
करना थोड़ा सा
surprise
अजीब नहीं
waiting at the
लगता
end.
5
A
के अलावा यूज नहीं
surprise!
कर सकते
I
स्टोर नहीं
can't wait
कर
to see what
सकते
it is.
Same.
कंडेंस
Alright,
नहीं कर
there's a
सकते
lot to discover in the new areas of the
और
map.
240
But Farina's
बहुत ही कम है
itinerary
हमें
doesn't
और
stop
ज़्यादा
there.
चाहिए
Oh wait,
इमोजेम्स
it
वो
looks
जो
like
है
she's
ना
arranged to
रेसिन
spend
को
some
एटलीस्ट
time with her
500 कर दो
subjects.
Aw.
Farina is
Wow.
pretty personable.
ताकि
Who's to say?
जल्दी जल्दी
She
जो है
might even
हमारा
make an appearance at the events taking place in
वो हो सके
Fontaine.
Speaking of, let's move on to the event portion.
Whoop, whoop. All right. The Fontaine Fishing Association has recently posted a commission to investigate the rumors of water imps near Aranius Island.
Ooh, another investigation.
I know.
Oh, and Fremine seems to be involved. That little clockwork penguin next to him must be one of his other companions. But it doesn't look like Pear.
Actually, its name
फेमिनेट
is
भी देगा आई
Thelxie.
थिंक
The
फ्री में
name
देगा
comes
ये
from a
वाले इवेंट के
Fontanian
अंदर
fairy tale that describes a terrifying creature that
और
lives
भी सारे
underwater.
क्राउन वगैरह और
Adults
भी
would use
प्रिमोजेम्स
the
ये
story
सब
to keep
मिलेंगे
children away from the shore. As
ठीक
the
है
story goes, children who play by the water are food for Thelxie to
फेमिनेट नहीं
devour.
चाहिए यार कुछ और बेनेट वगैरह
Ooh,
देते
yeah,
बेनेट ज़्यादा
for
यूजफुल हो जाता है इसकी
real.
जगह
Well,
पे
children must be pretty afraid of that creature.
I know, right? It does seem a little unusual for Fremine to give this little penguin a name like that. There must be some other reason.
Wait, hey, does this event also have something to do with this clockwork penguin?
Absolutely. In this event, we'll be helping Fremine make some improvements to this little clockwork penguin. There will be a total of 3 main stages to the event. As for the first stage, we'll repair the penguin by fixing its circuits and reconnecting the motherboard. In return, the little guy will help us out on our journey.
Oh, I
Pretty
love
cool.
that.
As our journey progresses, we'll collect colorful shells, corals, and other items which can be used to outfit our little friend with weapons and equipment. Which brings us to the second stage of the event, using an echoing conch to search underwater and find the items that we need for the penguin.
80 प्रिमोजेम्स हर एक
You know,
लेवल पे मतलब
what
3 लेवल
happens
करेगा
if
तो
we run into
240
certain
प्रिमोजेम्स
speed
मिल
bumps
जाएंगे
on our adventure? You know, like monsters,
और अगर
puzzles,
तीनों
and
लेवल
all
में
that
सेम ही
jazz.
प्रिमोजेम्स अमाउंट का
Well, it seems
डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन
like the
हुआ
perfect
तो
opportunity for our little
240
penguin
का
buddy
3
to shine.
मल्टीप्लाई करो तो जितना भी
Exactly.
होगा उतना
In
मिल
the
जाएगा
third
तुम्हें
stage of the event, the clockwork penguin will help us defeat
इसमें
monsters
ज़्यादा है
lurking
इसमें
around a
5 लेवल है
specific
और
domain
हर
and
में
obtain
60
any
60 है
treasures
तो
that they may be guarding.
300
Of
प्रिमोजेम्स यहाँ से
course,
मिल जाएंगे
the clockwork penguin will provide different buffs in each battle to help travelers emerge victorious.
Whoa.
Now, as for the story behind these battles, travelers will
देने
just
के
have to
काम
find
भी
out
आएगा
for
ये
themselves.
Let's see. After helping the penguin,
हयातों
the
की जगह
next
पर
item on the itinerary is...
दूसरा कुछ
Oh,
रन
the
करा
cute little
सकते हैं
fungi are back!
Cool.
कोई आर्क
Hania,
वन
a
करा
friend
देते
we
या
met in
रीरन
Sumeru, has arrived
सही
in
रहता
Fontaine
यार
to
लेकिन फिर
promote
प्रॉब्लम
Little
वही है ना कि
Fungi's
2 आर्क वन एक
Fantastic
बार
Fiesta.
में नहीं हो
Oh,
सकता एक वर्जन
and
के अंदर नहीं आ
speaking
सकता
of
2 आर्कन को
fun,
एक
guys,
2 आर्कन को एक वर्जन
I
के
think
अंदर
I
रीरन
recognize
नहीं
some
करा
familiar
एक
faces.
रीरन भी होगा तो
Bongo
भी
Head,
दूसरा
it's
आर्कन
time
नहीं
to
आएगा
shine!
Yay! Travelers may notice some
जबकि
differences
इसमें
in this
आर्कन का ये
update's
हो रहा है ना
fungi
डिब्यूट
event. Aside from taking
फॉल्सलॉर
place in
इसमें आ रही है तो
Fontaine,
फिर
the
दूसरा
gameplay
आर्कन
has
नहीं आएगा
also
दूसरे
been
बैनर पे
optimized.
इसलिए दूसरे
Previously,
बैनर
we
पे
led the
दोनों
little fungi in
5 स्टार
battle
अलग
against
अलग कर
Mechanici.
दिया
This time, we'll have the opportunity to challenge a whole host of powerful monsters.
Awesome. Travelers will be able to command a variety of fungi, adjusting their movement to target different enemies. And don't forget to use marvelous gels to instruct the little fungi to unleash powerful skills.
Yeah!
समझ गया
Travelers will hopefully enjoy playing with the fungi more than ever.
Here's hoping. We actually I have a little note here to pass along from our developer friends. It's the note I'm unfolding. Well, they hope to make the little fungi and some other events permanent so travelers can play at any time.
किसी टाइप
The
का
team
बोल
feels that
सकते
the
हो ये
current design doesn't adequately sustain
ठीक है,
long-term
ठीक है।
gameplay. So, they're going to continue iterating, optimizing, and improving this event while
Developer को
also
तो
working hard to develop interesting content that is
काम
relevant to the
करना ही
overall
पड़ता है ये
game.
सब सारा चीज
Thanks,
लाने
devs.
के लिए
Yeah, thanks! All right. Okay,
कंसीडरिंग फ्री
let's take
गेम
a
है
look at what else Farina's
इतने सारे content
itinerary
इसमें आ
has
रहे हैं
in store.
एफर्ट भाई
Oh,
बहुत ज्यादा
it's the
लगता होगा
Graph
इनको
Adversarial Technology
ज़्यादा efforts.
Experiment Log. I'm more than ready to fight some
गेम को
adversaries.
engaging बनाने के
Let me
लिए
at 'em!
हर 1-2 महीने पर अपडेट्स आ रहे हैं.
I wish I could, but it doesn't
नया
actually
एरिया ओपन
involve
हो रहा है,
fighting.
बहुत सारा चीज़
A
हो रहा है.
researcher obsessed with
मेहनत
graph
तो बहुत लगता है
adversarial
भाई
technology
डेवलपर्स को.
has made great contributions to the study of counter-criminal image recognition. She believes that her research can help her achieve great success. But her scholarly responsibilities make it difficult for her to collect the field samples that she needs.
बहुत सारे इवेंट्स के बारे
I'm
में बात हो
guessing
रहा है.
this is where the traveler
इवेंट्स
comes
तो
in.
ठीक है, बट
Okay,
कुछ
you're
और
not
भी
wrong.
चाहिए हमें.
But Pauline's request is actually pretty
Quality
reasonable.
of life
To receive
improvement हुआ है कि
rewards,
नहीं,
simply
वो देखा.
submit photographs of 5 different sample types that match the characteristic that's given on each day.
Sounds simple enough.
Okay.
You can also exchange these samples with your friends. You might be able
By the
to
way, guys,
find
अगर आप
useful
लोग बाद
references
में
for
ये
the samples
stream
that you
देख
need
रहे
to
हो,
collect in the adventure archive. At the end
तो
of the
आपको
quest,
जो है
travelers
redemption
will
code
receive
ढूंढने
a
का जरूरत
special
नहीं है.
gift from
मैं
Pauline.
redemption code जो Discord में देता हूँ, वहाँ
That's
जाकर आप ले
right.
सकते हो.
It's
और
the
description के
zoom
अंदर मैं
lens
जो
we
है
mentioned during
Discord का
Charlotte's
link भी डाल
character
दूंगा.
introduction.
वहाँ पर आप
Oh, how
जाके जो है एक
fun.
अलग से
To use
channel
it, just
बना
equip the
हुआ है
camera
जिसके
and
ऊपर
activate the
redemption
zoom
code.
lens in your inventory.
जाके
The
आप
zoom
लोग
lens can be attached
नया
to
वाला
all
redemption
cameras
code ले
obtained in the
सकते हो.
game up to this point.
But
When equipped
एक
with
चीज़
other
आपको ध्यान
characters,
रखना
the zoom
पड़ेगा कि
lens won't be
जल्दी
able to
से
be
जल्दी
used
आपको
in
जो है redeem
combat,
करना पड़ेगा,
but
तो
if
expire हो
you
जाता
switch
है.
to Charlotte and
और
hold
एक
your
account में एक ही
elemental
बार redeem
skill,
कर सकते हैं.
you'll be able to snap pics with zoom lens even while fighting. You can even use it in domains.
Ooh.
Double whoa. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And I bet travelers will be able to capture some amazing moments in co-op mode too.
And even if you miss the chance to participate in the event, there's no need to worry. Travelers will still be able to obtain the zoom lens after the event ends. Sweet.
It seems like Farina has also learned of the existence of a domain shrouded in mist.
कुछ ऐसा ऐड करता नहीं
Travelers
लोग,
who
जैसे वो
master
ऐड
the
किया था,
leyline features
spiral
and
based
put
type.
together the strongest party
तो सही
will be
रहता है
able
यार.
to easily beat their opponents.
Now, less experienced travelers like
Mystery
myself
Dungeon
don't need to
Unlocked
worry
होता है.
either. Using
ये भी
trial characters
हो
and
सकता
taking
है
advantage of
हमेशा
the
के
buffs
लिए
brought
maybe.
about by the leyline are also great ways to come out on top.
That's right.
अगर इन
And
लोग रखना
travelers who
चाहे
are
तो,
more
लेकिन
confident in their
मुझे नहीं
combat
लगता.
skills can choose to jump straight
क्योंकि
to the
फिर वो
final
special बताते हैं,
challenge.
special section
Also,
के
the
अंदर.
leyline overflow event will return at the end of version 4.2. Now might be the perfect time to start building your parties. Hopefully, you're all excited for the fabulous events that version 4.2 has in store, but there are still more surprises to share. Yay! I
let's get into
know!
them.
सारे मिल जाते हैं.
Well, before we get into
हर
them,
version के साथ
let's
वो
take a
बदलते
quick
रहते हैं.
break to have a look at the final redemption code for
सारे
today.
floor clear करो
See you
और
in a
फिर
bit.
Primogens
Okay.
कमा लो बहुत सारे. नेक्स्ट में जो ओपन करने के लिए सही रहता है बैनर्स पे. ये 100 प्रीमो जेम्स और आ गए हैं. रिडेम्पशन कोड इसको भी जो है मैं प्रिंट स्क्रीन कर लेता हूँ ताकि मैं दे सकूँ आप लोगों को डिस्कॉर्ड पे. हो गया. आई थिंक इतना ही बड़ा था शायद लाइव स्ट्रीम. 40-50 मिनट्स के आसपास हो गए. विद फोर तो और चलना चाहिए. आई थिंक कुछ और इन्फॉर्मेशन निकल जाएगा अगर थोड़ी देर और चला तो. क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ के बारे में कुछ इम्प्रूवमेंट हुआ कि नहीं हुआ. जैसे उन्होंने वो डेली कमीशन के लिए इम्प्रूवमेंट किया, मुझे वैसा इम्प्रूवमेंट चाहिए इसमें. क्या बोलते हैं उसको?
Welcome back,
Raising-
travelers! Okay, I just took a look at Lady Farina's
बचा हुआ है
itinerary,
थोड़ा.
and it seems
देखते
we've
हैं क्या बचा
actually
है.
reached the end. Aw, I know. So we've submitted our appointment request to Surintendant Cheval Moran. While we're waiting to hear back, let's see what system optimizations we have for the upcoming version. Let's get into it.
Okay, so first up is the Quick Challenge feature for weekly bosses. New players or players who prefer to spend their time exploring may have yet to unlock certain weekly bosses, and it's difficult to raise new characters when you can't access the boss drops needed to ascend a certain character.
Totally.
True.
In version 4.2, travelers who are at adventure rank 40 or above will have the option to quick challenge a weekly boss by navigating to the Trounce Domain section of the adventure handbook. All weekly bosses will be available to challenge, except Storm Terror and the Wolf of the North.
Nice. Yeah, now we don't have to wait to advance the story before we can level up a new character's talents and skills.
Exactly. Also,
level
we're
वालों को
introducing an
आसान हो
update to
जाएगा.
Genius Invocation TCG.
In version 4.2, 3 new character cards and 5 new action cards will be added. There will also be an Accelerate Duel feature, which will provide a smoother gaming experience. Pretty cool stuff. After the version 4.2 update, deck sharing codes will also be available. Use them to show off your strongest deck or take inspiration from other travelers.
That's cool.
That's awesome. And, since the number of card combinations just keeps increasing, the number of decks a player can save has been increased from 10 to 20.
Doubled.
Double! And in addition, both the maximum number of starting slots and the number of slots unlocked at each player level upgrade have been increased from 2 to 4.
Double again.
Double again.
The developers have also made a number of optimizations to the Genius Invocation TCG interface.
Heated Battle Mode and the Forge Realms Temper Endless Swarm will also return in version 4.2.
Ooh, and in addition to the updates made to Genius Invocation TCG, returning travelers will enjoy ample login rewards and exploration guidance courtesy of the Genshin Impact Project team. May those returning to Devat have a happy reunion.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah. Plus, a new story keep privilege has also been added so that returning travelers can enjoy new story quests and hangout events.
Amazing! Red notification dots have also been optimized. Notifications that have already been cleared will no longer reappear when logging in on a different platform.
Yo.
Quest optimizations will also be available in version 4.2. The first one pertains to unlocking story quests. Travelers will now get to choose whether to accept a story quest after unlocking it.
Whoa, nice. And hopefully, travelers won't be overwhelmed by a sudden influx of quests anymore.
The update has also made notifications about prerequisite quests even clearer, making it easier for players to proceed to certain content.
That's awesome.
Okay, great. Oh, and it seems like that's all we have for the latest version update. I guess that means it's time for the 4.2 special program to come to a close.
Oh, I know. Well, there's so much exciting stuff happening, and I know personally, aside from all the intrigue around the story and characters, I'm personally very jazzed for the Fun Guy events.
Yes, how can you not be? They keep on adding so much cool stuff to this game. For me, I love the idea of the combat camera, but for me and Monsieur Novelette, we are here for the melazines.
Well, this has been so much fun with both of you. I'm really grateful we could all be here today together. And honestly, I'm just really glad that we're gonna get to see how all these mysteries unfold. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll have a nice ending in 4.2. We'll have to see. But that's it for the version 4.2 special program. Thank you so much, everybody, and see you all in game.
Bye.
Bye. Toodaloo.
खत्म हो गया कुछ खास अपडेट था नहीं रेजिन के बारे में कुछ बात नहीं हुआ सिर्फ कैरेक्टर इंट्रोडक्शन छोटे मोटे इवेंट्स और बस और कुछ खास था नहीं तो चलो फिर मैं भी बंद करता हूँ मे बी फॉल्सल और मैं खोल पाऊंगा मेरे पास 50 पीटी बिल हो चुका है ऑलरेडी सो लेट्स सी खोल पाते कि नहीं चलो फिलहाल बंद करते हैं ओके थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग एंड